Welcome back. Welcome back. We never said we were going to do this, but we had to bring it to the people in honor of LeBron scoring 40,000. Would you rather LeBron or MJ? Basically, the GOAT debate. Finn's very hard in the MJ camp. I'm very hard in the LeBron camp. Slim's just here to give his thoughts every once in a while because Slim's a little undecided.
Mediate, so I don't jump through the TV and dog you in real life.
Too bad I'm 346 miles away.
Wow, I'm going to jump through the screen.
But yeah, no, we're going to do the GOAT debate. Let us know in the comments what you think. Stay tuned to the end. Got stats, we got everything. But yeah, let's get right into it.
Real quick, I'm going to start. I don't want to get into the weeds with stats. Modern medicine is different in the NBA. Players have more longevity in general in the NBA. If Mike played in this era, he would have 40,000 points. Okay, first of all. Second of all, he had more, 3 or 4 times the amount, or 5 or 6 times more the amount of games that he played 82 games in a season. Fact. So that's number one. He's extremely durable. It's not that but Bron's longevity is his legacy, so I respect that and whatever. But with Mike, I want to stick strictly to vibes. The killer, Black Jesus, as 12 mentioned earlier on the pre-call before the show. Like, there's a certain aura that radiates off of Mike that Bron could never touch in his sleep. Bron grew up idolizing. I'm going to get into more details. I'm going to let Matt do his stat slut, blah, 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 throw up all over the mic and talk some numbers for a minute. And then after he's done with that, I'm going to go into the real meaningful stuff.
Okay. Well, I could start with the stats because the stats, obviously, a majority of the beneficiary stats are longevity stats in general, because obviously LeBron's played for 20 years, and you started your argument off with if MJ played in this era, the modern medicine, all that. MJ didn't take care of his body as well as LeBron ever did, no matter with the medicine, without.
It wasn't the standard. It wasn't the standard.
But LeBron changed the standard in that department, and you cannot deny that. You cannot.
LeBron made Derek Jeter play for a long time. LeBron made Brady play for a long time.
I'm talking about in the NBA specifically. Who is the number one person who's taking care of their body the most out of every NBA player?
100% Bron.
Okay,
because he knew he had to chase someone.
But think about that. Who's hiring private chefs now? Every single NBA player probably that makes over $1 million is a private chef. Like, I'm legitimately. Sure like all of that stuff. LeBron did that. But we can go, and obviously you can just say 6-0 in the finals. Fair enough. Like, obviously both of these two are clearly 1-2. If you got it any other way, I'm sorry, you're just flat out wrong.
You're tripping if you got it any other way.
But the thing is, if you just look at the competition LeBron had to go through and what he did for so many years straight, it's not really a debate. And people make it seem like MJ never lost in the playoffs because he was undefeated in the finals. Fair enough. Credit to you. But losing in the second round or the first round means less to me than it does when losing in the finals.
It's better than not making the playoffs, which Bron has done 3 times and Mike has never done.
I'll fact check you right now on it.
Do it.
Go ahead, speak.
If you've never seen IMAX, came out in like 2001 or 2002, go check out IMAX. IMAX is a movie that details like the aura of Michael Jordan, how there was no social media. You want to read that out loud?
Yeah, he missed the playoffs. I mean, it was basically the last year of his career, but yeah.
No, he didn't. That's okay. Exactly.
MJ didn't miss the playoffs until he was severely injured, so I guess his team did miss
exactly. And Mike couldn't even step out of his hotel room in China. This is before social media. He globalized the game.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
A certain aura that came off of him that attracted so many people to the game. And if you want to compare, like, I'll let you finish your stats real quick before I really get into the nitty-gritty.
No, I'm not. You're rambling on about his impact on the world. I'm talking as a basketball player right now. Who would I want on my team?
Mike, because I'm just making sure I touch all my bases before I really get into it.
Like, if you're going and you're starting an NBA all-time redraft and you want a guy that's going to be on your team for 15 seasons, I'm going to go LeBron. LeBron has done it consistently over 15 years without any major injuries.
This is what I talked to my dad about this before. My dad is 52. He lived in New York City in the 90s. Avid Knicks fan. He's lame for that. Should have been a Nets fan, but he's a Knicks fan. Whatever. He described it as there's been a handful, count on one hand, of men, not athletes, men who have this chip in their brain. Thomas Edison, Steve Jobs, Michael Jordan. The only other athlete, maybe Tiger Woods. I will not lose. I will not lose. LeBron, if you want a team, bro. So do you want someone who's going to play for a long time, or do you want to win more chips? Like, this is a guy who, when the lights hit, it's that video of him in slow motion with both hands on his knees when he's looking up, that look in his eyes. I won't lose. I will never lose, and he never did
in the finals. But he lost.
How
LeBron has been like, dude, going to the finals. Like, I don't understand how LeBron being 4-6 in the finals means it's actually worse for him than being 4-0. I don't understand that, to be honest.
4-0?
I really don't. If LeBron was 4-0 in the finals instead of 4-6,
that would mean a ton for his legacy.
I just totally disagree. What is, in your opinion, the best team ever assembled? Realistically.
The KD Warriors.
Thank you. Okay. He had to go against them twice. And I'm sorry, 2018 LeBron LeBron has had 3 different primes, and I'm not even kidding. I'm a Cavs fan, and 2018 LeBron was legitimately the greatest player I've ever watched play a season. It was unbelievable. Slim, you have something to say?
I would say 4.
Well, true, yeah. But I'm saying 3 real, hardcore, won a championship with each team kind of thing. So you go to that, and in that finals or one of the other finals, he averaged the most in both teams to average the most points, rebounds, assists, blocks, and steals.
Stat slut.
But that's unheard of, Finn. He's averaging 3 less points for a career than MJ, while also being debatably a top 3 passer in NBA history.
True.
True. The passing aspect is just something that never really gets brought up.
This is a GOAT debate, correct? This isn't a boat debate.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a GOAT debate. We're talking about greatness, not the best basketball player.
Yeah. I would say
we're talking about
LeBron.
Greatness.
You're talking about aura, or as you would say, allure.
Allure. Yes.
We're talking about just on the basketball court. Who is impacted the most on your team? What are we doing here?
If you were a youngin' growing up watching this scene in Space Jam, you know what I'm talking about. And if you didn't, then you don't know. I'm sorry.
No one heard a single thing that was you just played, by the way.
You didn't hear that at all?
Keep it going.
Dude, I just don't I understand the killer mentality, and I agree with you. MJ definitely was a more killer. I'm not going to lose than LeBron is. But look at the
ruined so many people's careers and legacies. This is what my dad was really talking about, where they would get him on his heels, no matter who it was, the Knicks, the Suns, the Jazz, whoever. And my dad, dude, they would go, him and my mom, they would go to Knicks games live. They would watch, he would get in this mode. That's I totally agree with you. That's okay. That's who I want on my team. I don't want to lose games.
That's fine. But I'm saying, let's think about just going into the finals, right? Who would you say had a better team when LeBron went in 2007? Who was a better basketball team when he went to the finals? The Spurs
the 07 team, 100% the Bulls. 100% the Bulls.
No, I'm not talking about the Bulls. I'm talking about the teams LeBron played in the finals. In 2007, the Spurs or the Cavs? Who was a better team at that point?
Oh, the Spurs were a better team.
Okay. Then we go to 2011. They were the Heat were the better team. I will give you that one. That
one's by
terrible.
Far the better team and one of the all-time collapses in NBA history.
Fair enough. Totally agree. 2012,
which I'm not even going to harp on little things like that.
No, that's fair. No, you should be able to harp on things like that. That's totally that's part of it. That's the one
that's
reason.
Growing pains. That's getting beat by the bad boy Pistons. That's fine.
Yeah, I agree. Then you go 2012, 2013, they were the better teams. 2014, they were also the better team, but ended up losing. Then 2015 with the Cavs, they were definitely the worst team.
They were the better team. Kyrie got hurt.
Well, yes, they were. Kyrie and Kevin Love got hurt, but in the finals, they were the worst team.
Did Kyrie not get hurt in game 1?
Kyrie got hurt at the beginning of overtime in game 1, yes. But I'm saying for the rest of that series, LeBron got him up.
Go ahead. Remember, we were in Atlantis for that.
2016, they were the worst team. They were 73-9 Warriors, and the Cavs came back from down 3-1. That could debatably be the greatest championship ever.
Yeah, that is the only notch that he has on his belt.
Yeah, I think that makes enough.
Which Kyrie carried him. Kyrie carried him in that series.
Stop. Games 5 and 6, 41. Like, come on.
42 for Kyrie.
Kyrie had 41 in Game 5 too. I'm not disagreeing with you.
I'm just saying Kyrie carried him for that series.
Okay. That was also the series LeBron led in all 5 major statistical categories. But then 2017-18, the best team ever, the KD Warriors. Obviously, you're going to lose those, especially 2018. Then 2020, the Lakers, they were the better team. They won it. Like,
Mickey Mouse.
It's just how it goes. Like, that's just what, like, I just don't understand the point of, like, MJ to me was always on the best team. And yes, obviously MJ had stuff to do with that.
Always on the best team.
I'm saying, like, when it came down to it,
what?
MJ, when he went on those 3-peats and went to the finals, they were the best.
The only reason he was on the best team was because he was the best player.
I'm not disagreeing with you on that.
He played
but
with
if you
one All-Star in his entire career. LeBron's played with 8.
Because he's switched teams.
MJ had to.
Yeah, because MJ's situation was so good. LeBron is never, dude. Do you not remember the letter Dan Gilbert wrote when LeBron left?
The misunderstanding is his situation was he was so good. Any team that he was on was gonna do what he did in the 90s. His team was ass. Who's the starting point guard? You have great NBA knowledge. Who was the starting point guard?
I don't know which one, but Ron Harper.
Exactly. Who was the starting center?
Matthew Dellavedova. All right.
I'm asking you a question. Who was the starting center? Who was the starting center?
Horace Grant.
Yeah. Right. And Rodman. Who was the shooting guard? Curtin Start.
It's Jordan and it's Pippen.
Yeah. But these are no name. There's some no name guys that got significant burn. Dude, I'm telling you,
we started Timothy Mozgov in an NBA Finals
because it's tough for us because when I get older, dude, I saw Bron have the greatest, longest career ever. He has the best career ever. He is not the greatest player of all time.
We're running a little long. People in the comments, if you made it this far, please comment. But we can go back.
Can we end on that? Can we end on that?
Yeah, no, I think the one thing is if you want to win for a prolonged amount of time, you take LeBron. If you want to win one game, you take MJ. That's my opinion on it. Is that a fair opinion?
Shout out my dad for the giving me some good tips on it.
But yeah, no. I mean, both obviously
I just like the idea of like everybody looked up to him. Everybody looked up to him, okay? Everybody feared him, okay? He was Black Jesus, like Slim said. All these guys strove to be like him. He robbed 15 Hall of Famers of championship.
No, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, we're running a little long, but like, comment, subscribe. Maybe we'll bring you a part 2 and maybe we'll do like an hour-long GOAT debate for fun because it'll be interesting and we can do this anytime. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe.